Hello, my name is Eva. I'm here to speak about the horrible misconceptions preached by the methadone clinics. My story goes like this. I am a victim of childhood traumas. To treat my trauma, I used to overeat. Then I started cutting myself. Then I started using heroin. Heroin was my drug of choice for about 10 years. I used it faithfully until I couldn't take the addicted life anymore. Another addicted old-timer told me to get on methadone. After being on methadone for a while, I started to do something I never imagined I'd do. I started smoking and shooting crack cocaine. It was the only way I could maintain my ability to function. The crack gave me the energy that the methadone took away. Before using crack, I had never tried stimulants. In fact, I had sworn I would never touch cocaine or crack because of what I observed in my friends who were long-time crack addicts. 3 months after getting on methadone, my teeth started to deteriorate. Heroin had damaged the enamel on my teeth, but they didn't start to hurt until I got on methadone. On methadone, I went from 140 pounds to 280. I had no life to speak of. I went to the clinic every morning, congregated with my fellow meth heads, nodding out in the clinic waiting room, then went home and gorged on anything I could get my hands on. My life was a vicious cycle, one that rivaled my heroin addiction. I was a shell of my former self, stuck to this drink. I was on lockdown in a personal hell. Every part of me was deteriorating from my insides out. My vision so clouded, I got pregnant during this time and delivered a baby girl who was also addicted and had to suffer through detox. That, for me, was a turning point. After watching my child suffer, no, I didn't stop, I got worse. I started smoking as much crack as I could to relieve the guilt, but it didn't help. I only got more addicted. One day something happened to me that would have devastated most addicts. I got thrown off the clinic at 150 milligrams a day because I had a dirty urine. It was a double-edged sword. I knew kicking methadone would be the hardest thing I'd ever have to do, but I realized I'd finally be free from this hell I had signed up for. I went through complete hell for 6 months while I got used to not being on methadone. I relapsed on cocaine a few times after I got off methadone, but today I have no desire for cocaine. I'm lucky for that. While on methadone, I had lost all my teeth. I lost my child to the state child protection agency. After I kicked methadone and crack, I was able to function again. I could get up in the morning, take care of myself, my house, for the first time in many years. I realize now how much I had lost despite all the bullshit the methadone clinic had fed me about how much I'd gained from methadone maintenance. The only thing I gained from it was 140 pounds. If I had to advise a young person who is addicted and who is trying to kick any opiate addiction, as hard as it is to believe, I lost far more on methadone than I did being addicted solely to heroin. Please review the facts, and if you can, take a page out of my book. I'm 31 years old and I look 40, and there's no reversing its effects. Thanks to www.liquidhandcuffs.com for letting me tell my story, and please share your story too.